Good evening and welcome to the Nevis Newscast for today, Wednesday, July 29th, 2015. I am your presenter, Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Now for the news in detail. The Culturama 2015 TDC Senior Calypso Monarch Contest draw and check handing over took place earlier today, Wednesday, July 29th at Riviere House in Government Road. Here is more in this report.
In his opening remarks, Chairperson of the Calypso Subcommittee, Keith Glasgow, stated that Calypso is an important part of Culturama and thanked the TDC group of companies for their continued sponsorship. Chairperson of the Culturama Committee, Deborah Tyrrell, encouraged the participants to keep the Culturama spirit alive.
Last year we said that life begins at 40 for Culturama. I see this as a beginning. As the chairperson outlined, we have an opportunity. Maybe we might see 3 persons from the Federation, So we have firsts, we have opportunities, we have new things to look forward to. And you all, as the purveyors of your craft, I want you to not just think today, not just think of the competition, but think of what you are doing as contributors of this art form to elevate it and leave it as something from which others can, as something for which others can expand upon.
Managing Director of TDC Nevis delivered the sponsors' remarks.
Our sponsorship will be close to $20,000 in cash and services. We wish to thank all patrons of the TDC group across St. Kitts and Nevis, as it is only by your continued patronage will we be able to contribute to events such as this one and the many others to which we provide support every year. We wish also to thank the Culturama Committee for the opportunity to sponsor this event. We thank them for their cooperation and their support and partnership, which has worked to the mutual benefit of both of our institutions and the people of St. Kitts and Nevis. On behalf of the Board of Directors, the management and staff of the TDC group of companies, we wish all the Calypsonians well. We are looking forward to a great event and wish all a happy and a safe and crime-free Culturama 41.
The participants then picked their position in the presence of Calypso Subcommittee members Keith Glasgow and Heidi Tyson. The orders of performances are as follows: Irwin, Lady Panther, Hollywood, This and That, Nutsy, Baker, Enforcer, and Astro. The vote of thanks was delivered by reigning National Carnival King Astro. The TDC Senior Calypso Monarch competition will take place on Saturday, August 1st at the Cultural Complex. The admission for the evening's event is $40 EC. Reporting for the Nevis Newscast, I'm Fredicia Liburd.
The staff at the Nevis Cultural Development Foundation last evening put on the 2nd edition of the musical Cornucopia. The production featured a combination of drama, dance, musical selections from a number of different genres. The performers, predominantly young persons on Nevis, seemed to enjoy putting on a show for the large audience on hand.
It is my pleasure to produce this production for you. I must say it has been a bit of a journey this year producing this show, but you're in for a nice little treat this evening as a touch added to our Culturama activities. On behalf of the staff of the Nevis Cultural Development Foundation, and most especially us here at the Nevis Performing Arts Center.
The hosts, Judy Archer and Adela Mead, kept the crowd entertained throughout the production by performing a dialogue that linked the different performances.
Chicken teriyaki is there, and let the rainbow them sit out here. Life is a road, so you drive with care. I ain't must cause you got no stare. Only follow in the atmosphere. Step on the gas and you start drop here. This Rastafari you do not hear. Some don't share and then that's not fair. Make a move.
When we used to jam in the 70s, we raise it and I shake up the waist. we never push up by anybody. It's your bottom, you get in your face. So I'm feeling to on a Sunday when you're coming up August Monday. Jump, jump, jump peacefully. Oh yes. So don't try to stop me as a professional. When every day is sweat, I come out to sweat, I wet up, wet it more than you. It's sweat, I come out to sweat, I wet up, wet it more than you. It's not to wine and jump and I show to more than you. Just wet up, wet it off. I just do it like a ball.
There will be a repeat performance of the event on August 8th at the Nevis Performing Arts Center. The Department of Youth and Sports hosted its Youth in the Arts competition earlier this year and held its prize-giving ceremony yesterday at the Department of Youth and Sports. We'll hear more about this prize-giving ceremony by Pamela Diaz.
Representatives of the Charlestown Primary, Elizabeth Pemberton, and the Charlestown Secondary Schools were announced as the winners of the 2015 Youth in the Arts competition hosted by the Department of Youth and Sports. The announcement came from Youth Officer in the department, Lanisa Burke, during the handing over and prize-giving ceremony. Charlestown Primary School representatives Mikara Scarborough and Kaylin Williams tied for first place in the competition, where Scarborough won the Best Collage category and Williams captured Best 3D Drawing segment. Coming in second place was representative of the Elizabeth Pemberton Primary School, Omar Wilkin, while Kejel Smitten, representing the Charlestown Secondary School, won the Best Dramatic Video segment in the Secondary School category. While delivering remarks, Burke explained that the art competition was a part of the department's Youth Month activities and had 8 participants from the various primary and secondary schools on Nevis.
In April for Youth Month, we had an art competition for the primary schools and the secondary schools on Nevis. For the primary school level, it was entitled Expose the Arts, where the children expressed through drawing what art meant to them. And for the secondary level, they were supposed to submit a video of a dance, drama, or singing. The purpose of this competition was to let people know that art is not something simple. Art is something wonderful, and this was an opportunity to give the young people the chance to expose the arts and to let others know what art means to them.
In response, Kaylin Williams, winner of the 3D section, thanked everyone who contributed to her success in the competition.
I love drawing, and at this moment, I would like to thank my parents, Miss Mavis Hadley or Paris, and Mr. Simon Williams for helping me, and I would like to thank the Charlestown Primary School for entering me to every competition I went in. So thank you to everybody.
Also present was Mavis Paris, mother of Kaylin Williams, who explained the significance of the competition.
It was indeed a pleasure to be a part of this competition. My daughter is very creative, and I'm going to say thank you to the community department for hosting this competition. I would like this competition to continue because it is an avenue for the children to expose all that they can do.
Each winner received a tablet, art supplies, and a cash prize. The theme for this year's Youth Month was Youth Arts Expression. Let your minds flow and your talents show. I am Pamela Diaz, reporting for the Nevis Newscast.
Thanks, Pamela. Coming up,
we as a committee, we are very happy that the fun part of it is over, where we had the merriment and so forth, and now it's time to give.
Cambermere Reunion Committee donates to public sectors on Nevis.
Yeah, tell me when you're ready.
Give me some space, give me some space, give me some space. Give me some room and make me mash up the place.
Culture was nice. And what's that? This is going to be the nicest culture.
Welcome back. The Cambermere Reunion Committee, as part of the activities for the Cambermere School 75th reunion, donated supplies to the Ministry of Education, the Ministry of Health, and the Ministry of Social Development during a handing-over ceremony hosted earlier today, Wednesday, July 29th, at the Franklin E. Brown Community Center. While delivering remarks, Lynell Nolan, head of the steering committee for the Cambermere School 75th anniversary on Nevis, outlined the reason for the donation.
We have taken the time out this morning after we had a full week of activities for our reunion. You know, we came back, we enjoyed ourselves, and we felt like it was not just important for us to enjoy ourselves, but also to make a contribution to the less fortunate people in our community. We as a committee, we are very happy that the fun part of it is over, where we had the merriment and so forth, and now it's time to give. And we are giving back to some of the less fortunate people in our community, and also those young people who we want to propel in the areas of their education, so that they would shine as beacons within our community at a later date.
Also present at the ceremony was the director of the Central Committee in New York, Romello Jeffers, who explained that the books were donated on behalf of Vincent Joseph, a former student of the Cambermere Primary School, to the Ministry of Education. The donation was officially presented to Assistant Secretary in the Premier's Ministry, Kevin Barrett, who thanked the committee for the donation.
I'd like to say thanks very much to Mr. Vincent Joseph. We can't quantify the value of books to children, even though each one of these may have a price tag. But when children delve into these books, where they could reach from the information that is presented in them, we just never know. So contributions like these are very, very important. We welcome, more contributions like this. The schools always are in need of books.
Principal of the Violet O. Jeffers Nichols Primary School, Shay Wilkin, also thanked the committee for its donation.
We would like to assure you that they would enhance the quality of teaching and learning experiences at our school, and we want to thank you very kindly.
Barrett then presented the books to Mrs. Wilkin and to teacher at the Cambermere Preschool, Melissa Pemberton. The second donation the committee made was to the Alexandra Hospital and the Flamboyant Nursing Home. The director of the Central Committee in New York explained that the donation came from Janice and Jim Tyrrell, with exception to the massage bed and wheelchair, which were donated to the Flamboyant Nursing Home from Candace Nolan. Jeffers officially handed the items to Janet Nisbet Maloney, Director of Community Development, who thanked the committee for their donation and assured the committee that the items will be beneficial to the patients at the hospital and the nursing home. Also present at the ceremony was health professional Janice Williams.
I would like to express my profound gratitude for these donations, and they will come in quite handy for both the homes and out in the community.
The committee also donated a variety of items to the Ministry of Social Development, where Maloney received the items and thanked the committee for the donation and for giving back to the community.
It's a warming experience to know that you have come back home and you have not forgotten where you come from, and there's no place like home, and that you have remembered the foundation and you're willing to give back to the poor in the society, and we are very grateful for your contribution this morning, and I'm sure on behalf of the persons who will be receiving them, I also give a heartfelt thank you.
The Cambermere 75th anniversary reunion started on Saturday, July 20th with an opening ceremony at the old Cambermere School grounds and concluded today with the donations. The Inland Revenue Department on Nevis, in an effort to educate and update the general tax-paying public, has embarked on a new initiative, the Database Upgrade Drive. Senior Tax Inspector at the Taxpayer Services Unit, Nayoka Bailey, explained the drive.
This drive is targeted to our taxpayers, where we are seeking information to bring their business license information up to date. For the months of August and September, we'll be visiting the various businesses around the island of Nevis, where we'll be bringing their business license activities up to date.
Bailey stated that the initiative affords the department the opportunity to serve their tax-paying customers better and encouraged the taxpayers to be compliant throughout the venture and to be responsible citizens. In addition to the tax drive, the department is also informing the public that taxpayers who fail to file or pay their taxes by the due date will be charged revised interest and penalties in accordance with the Tax Administration and Procedures Amendment Act 2014. Junior Tax Officer at the Taxpayer Services Unit, Carisha David, explained the penalties in accordance with the amendment.
The Inland Revenue Department would like to advise the general tax-paying public that any taxpayer who fails to file or pay by the due date will now be charged revised interest and penalties. The penalties are as follows: 10% of the amount of tax owing, $100 per month or part thereof, which the failure to file continues, and $1,000 per month or part thereof, which the failure to file continues by a person who is qualified as a taxpayer. Interests are as follows: if any amount of tax is not paid by the due date, interest on the amount owing shall be charged from the due date it is to be paid. And lastly, the rate of interest charge shall be 12% annually. For more information, please contact us at 469-5856, extension 5013.
Junior Tax Officer at the Taxpayer Services Unit, Carisha David. The mother of infant Tumani Alexander Nisbet is seeking the public's assistance in taking her baby boy overseas for urgent medical attention. Jadira Alexander of Shadwell gave birth to her son 6 months ago, and as he began to grow, she noticed a strange behavior from him, which prompted her to seek medical attention. She explained that the attending pediatrician, Dr. Ian Jacobs, indicated that it appeared to be some form of seizure and took the decision to have a computed tomography CT scan performed to see if the exact problem could be pinpointed. He said the ventricles in his brain are wider than they should be, which is leading him to having all these seizures. Alexander stated that Tumani needs to travel to Barbados to have the procedure done, and to this end the public is asked to kindly make a financial contribution via National Bank account 3837068.